Okay, welcome everybody. This is the first inaugural builder call for our team. We've got a lot of new builders coming on, so I want to hold a Sunday night call at 9 o'clock every Sunday night, and just kind of help you jumpstart your business. I'll probably go through cycles of things as with this, so this is just kind of the first intro call with some basics. To make sure that you're either talking to either me about this or whoever enrolled you or your upline. So they should all know this and they'll be watching the call too. So I've got 3 of you on here tonight of my builders, but more of you will be watching the recording. Okay, so I want to make sure the most important thing is set. And really that for me is that you have goals with your business. What your goals are, and also kind of like your vision for what you want. And so in the beginning, you might know it changes. So in the beginning, you might not know what that is, but I want you to have some kind of vision or goal for your business for yourself. So I just want to take a couple minutes, and those of you that are on, if you want to like write it or just think about it, I can play some Jeopardy music now. But just in general, like what are your short-term goals, and then what are your long-term goals? So like maybe short-term, think 90 days, so 3 months, and then long-term goals, can be a year out. And just take a couple minutes to think about that, because that's really important before you start, even start this journey. And like for me, while you're kind of thinking about it, my first, goal with the business was just to share with my friends and get all my friends and using the oils and using the products like I did, and help their families. And that's still a goal of mine. That's kind of obviously kind of my message of who I am, is I'm helping a lot of my friends and my family use the oils. And then as I got bigger and learned more about the business, I started to see the income potential. And so I wanted to supplement our income and I had some different goals for monetary, like what I wanted to make, and supplement our income. And then I'm at the point now where I'm doing that, and I'm really wanting to help others do that. So I'm wanting to help others build the business and supplement their income, or get their oils for free, or build their business and replace their income. So that's kind of where I am. So I kind of went through different levels, and everybody's kind of different. So if you just want to think about it, spend like 2 minutes here. I'm going to give you 2 minutes, and you can write it down. You can just think about it. And those of you that are listening to the recording, I want you to do the same thing.
I'm ready now.
You want to even share it? Because we talked about it today a little bit too. Let's, so Renee, you want to go ahead while people are kind of thinking about it and just share yours? Because I know Renee and I had a little mentor call today, so we talked a little bit about this already. So go ahead.
Sure. Yeah. My core business outside of doTERRA is helping stay-at-home parents find a way to create a living while staying home, whether it's because they have small children or they just want to be involved with their big children, or for whatever reason, maybe have special needs children. They want to be present for their family. And so in doTERRA, I've already been an oils user. And now my goal is to share it with other people as a business opportunity for them, and to do it specifically through the online space. So instead of the traditional realm of having my girlfriends over to my house for wine and cheese and oils, my goal is to spread the word more, through Zoom Chat and Webinar Ninja, my 2 platforms, and Blab, that I guess 3 that I really like,
right.
And to see how viable that is. Awesome. That's my goal over the next 90 days.
All right. And we kind of talked about that today, but still, that was pretty awesome. That was good. You kind of know what you want there. So, and we did talk a little bit about sending samples to those people too before they come to a class, because we talked about how important the experience is of the oils if they haven't had them, especially doTERRA. So
yep.
When you're setting up the different calls too, if it's possible, get some samples in their hands beforehand.
Absolutely.
That's what makes
I already have 40 packets of samples. I'm ready.
Yeah, and she ordered the sample packs, which are still on sale, that you can buy one, get one free in the boxes. So that's a great opportunity. Rita and Beth, I don't know if you know about those, but you can buy the sample packs, the trios, and it has like, there's one with lavender, melaleuca, and peppermint, and the other one has Digesta and On Guard and what's the other one? Oh, Breathe. And you can buy one, get one of these free packs. So 10 of them. So these are great little things that you can put in your loyalty rewards order this month. So if you don't know how to do that, it's really cool. It's just in a little box and it comes with the little oil vials in it. Have you seen these before, Rita and Beth? Yeah, you've seen them. Okay, good. So for those of you that haven't, let me get a scissors. Open one that are watching the recording. Just like this. Super cute. It has the oils. Even if you wanted to even make it, have it even last a little bit longer, you could cut them up too and just send one of the samples too. So if you want to make it even stretch it a little bit further, you could do that too. So I think like the lavender packet, like they end up being like $1 a piece, and these are the buns are just a little bit more a piece. So awesome for your business, and I think those are still, that deal's still going on. Okay. Rita or Beth, did you want to share?
Well, I'm definitely going to have a class this month.
Yeah, good.
So I talked to the chiropractor and we're going to do it together. So I want to meet with you. We'll get a date together. So I want to work towards that. And
okay, now is this the chiropractor that is that's your chiropractor, or the chiropractor that I was working with?
Oh, sorry. This was my chiropractor.
Okay, great.
Are you talking about the other chiropractor?
Yeah, well, he's getting in his office too. So
maybe all three of us could do it together.
That would be great. That would be great. Okay. We should connect. And I'm going to talk to him this week too. So there's a chiropractor on Rita's team. So that's a friend of mine. And he's using the oils in his office, but her current chiropractor already uses the oils. So it's great that you're going to all kind of work together too. Yay.
Yay.
Good.
So, that's my most immediate goal. I'm kind of in the same boat, that I want to share with my family and friends. I do have some other people who are interested. I need to follow up with them. I've gotten some questions and things like that. So be consistent to follow up, kind of just get back on track where I left off.
Okay. All right. So short-term goals. All right. That's very good 90-day goals. How about you, Beth? Anything?
Well,
or you can share your long-term too, whatever one.
Well, my short-term, actually, I'm going to try to get people to those Monday night classes in Plymouth.
Yeah.
Because so many people that I go to church in Plymouth, even though I live in Allen Park, and I have more active connections in Plymouth.
Okay.
So I'm trying to get people to those classes, and we will go from there. It's just, unfortunately, right now, my boss is retiring as treasurer of the company where I work September 2nd. And this month is the intense training for me to train for his job. So it's really hard for me to be able to have the energy to do something after work. So that's why my goal is to just get people to those Monday nights, because it's kind of low intensity on my end.
Right. That's good. And know that I am going to be doing a couple online webinars too that you'll be able to invite people to if they can't get to a class as well. And Renee, you're in Allen Park area, aren't you?
I'm in Allen Park, yeah.
Yeah, Renee lives in Allen Park.
Come on over. I have a kegerator and, of course, a wine fridge. So I'd be happy to hang out, especially if you're stressing out about learning your new job.
There you go. There you go. I like that. Maybe we'll all be heading that way.
All I need is a partner in crime.
Okay, good night. Good night. Okay, well, thank you for sharing those. And, I want you to think about okay, that's enough.
I'm laughing because your kids have a later bedtime than I do.
Oh, yeah. Yeah, because they get to sleep until as long as they want to.
That's awesome.
All right, so those are great short-term goals, too. And over the next, couple weeks, I kind of want you to think about your long-term goals, too, because that's just as important as your short-term. But these are actionable steps.
I found us on the floor.
Thank you. And those long-term goals too are really important just to think about and have that belief in them, because when you believe in what you want and that you can do, those actions that you just said in their short-term goals are going to help you get there, right? So if you believe that essential oils can help your family and friends and change their lives emotionally, physically, mentally, financially, and you believe that, then those actions that you just stated to me in the 90 days are going to help you get to the results that you want of them using the oils physically, emotionally, and helping them financially. Does that make sense?
Yes.
So it's kind of a big circle there. And so you can use that kind of with anything, what your belief is to the action, to the results. And I'm a person of action. And so I think that's how far I've gotten, is that I have the belief, I've had that solid belief, and I'm taking the actions to get there. And then that's how I've gotten the results. So you can have the belief and not the actions, or the actions and not the belief, but you got to have it all together. And that's what's really important. And as a coach and a mentor to you, if you don't have that like foundation or know those things, it's going to be hard for me to help you move forward, right? So I can help you figure those out, and I can help you get through those things, but really think about those things is where we need to go. Just like when I coached and trained teachers, if their classroom management was off, there was no way that I could teach you about how to teach a lesson, because it couldn't even control what was going on around them, So it's just like it's like a spiral of things. You kind of have to, you don't have to know exactly where you want to go, but you have to have that belief that you can get there and start to go there. Okay. So I think that's really, really important. And when I'm going to be sending those of you in the next week or so this quick start guide, that's the first question that they ask you. They ask you, what are your long-term goals? What rank do you want? And what income do you want? So do you even know the ranks with doTERRA? I know we're talking about those today a little bit, Renee, what they were. But if you have not had a business overview, this is all the EDGE system. If you haven't had the business overview with either myself or someone in your upline, then you need to have this, because this is going to explain the ranks and the income, okay? And this is how you are going to be explaining the business to the people that you are going to be bringing in, okay? On edgesuccess.com, write that down, edgesuccess.com, there are videos on all of these things. How to give a business overview, the membership overview, if you haven't had a membership overview, which most of you should have by now, how to use your membership. I think all of you mostly kind of know how to do that by this point, but if you haven't, whoever enrolled you should have done this membership overview. If not, you need to contact me or the person. Edge Success is a system that we follow in our team, where we share the samples, we do the membership overview, the business overview, and then that's how we go. So if you haven't had those, make sure that you contact me or somebody to get those. And then the edgesuccess.com has all the videos on how to give them and shows you exactly how to do it too. It's a great system. Okay, so with this quick start guide, I'm going to be sending these to those of you that are doing this as we kind of get going, but it's kind of like a little bit of an overview. It has you set your rank, your income of what you want, and I know Renee and I kind of even worked that out a little bit today. I didn't really ask you what you wanted, but I told you what the possibility was at the rank we talked about for your next goal. And what was that? Do you remember?
Silver.
Yep. And do you remember what the average monthly income was for that?
Yeah, I would need to bring in $9,000 to get 2.
Yeah, and what could you make?
2.
Yeah. So we talked about the average rank of silver is $2,000. So there are averages with all of these things, and that's what's in the business overview. So we can kind of talk a little bit about that. And then it will basically this is basically setting out your first 90 days. Like how many hours can you do a week? How many contacts? How many samples? How many classes can you teach? And then on the bottom of this, it basically tells you how many hours you're going to work, what rank you're going to hit, averages, okay? So in order to hit silver, it's a part-time thing. It's usually 8 to 12 hours per week, and it could take up to 8 to 10 months. So I hit silver when I started the business, December, January, 4 months. So once I started the business, I went December, January, February. Yeah, it took me 4 months. But that's why these are just averages, okay? So that's kind of where I did. But there's all kinds of different levels. So that's kind of what this is really cool to kind of look at and kind of plan out, okay? To get where you want to go. So those are some of the first things that we're going to do. I think some of you are thinking about, but in this quick start guide too, is who you can invite to your first class. So coming up with that names list. I know Beth, you've worked on the names list. Rita, if going through your contacts and who you want to invite, I know you've kind of done that too. And Renee, you've kind of got some groups of people too. So that's really important. And then planning out August, September when you want to do the classes. You can even plan out your calendar like for 2 to 3 months about when you want to do classes. It's really good to do at least a month ahead. So for September, and start to kind of plan that. And then these are actual like things that you can say to people when you're asking them to come to a class. So if you're going to contact somebody by phone, what you're going to say. If they say they don't have time, like what you can say to them. If they're not close by, what you can say to them, and quick responses. So it gives you some jargon, which is great to say to those people when you're going to contact them. I'll give you an example. Let's do someone that doesn't live close to you. Okay, yeah, they always say, hello, Jane, did I catch you at a bad time? No, but I just have a minute. No problem. I just have a quick question. I'm curious if you are open to natural forms of healthcare and wellness. Now, it's a little bit formal. You might have to say that exactly to a friend, but like, this is more for like somebody maybe, I don't know. So are you open to it that you might not know? If it's your friend, you might say like, hey, I'm doing this essential oil business. I'm loving the oils. I want to share with my friends. Are you open to coming to a party? Are you open to coming and learning more? Are you open to coming to a webinar? And then say what they say. And then you can say, if they say like yes or no, you can say, well, what do you know about essential oils? If they say no, you can say like, well, what do you know? If they say yes, what do you know? See what they respond. Would you like to know more about them? Even if they say no, or are you open? You can say, they say no, you can still say, well, what do you know about essential oils? And then would you like to know more about them? I'd love them. Would it be okay if I sent you some samples? Yes. And then after you get them, I'm going to contact you type situation. Okay. If you're, on the phone, if you get them on the phone, they're local. Would you like to come more? Would you like to come to a class type situation? Obviously you're saying that to them. And if they say they can't make the class, you can say, like, let's say you have the class and they can't make it. No, I have plans that day. Would it be okay if we look at a time that we could get together, we could talk, or that type of situation? So it gives you some like language to.
Did you guys pay for that collateral? I mean, I know you said Edge System is not doTERRA; they're a third party.
So Edge is a third party, and I recommend that everybody gets the Edge Success. Like, there's a kit that comes with the names list, the membership overview. I'll show that in a minute. The business overview. And it comes with all these forms to get.
Are they charging it? Are they charging for that?
Oh yeah. This is their business.
But that's the business, right? That's like my other business.
Right. So this is the business. Like, these are basically. These are people that started in doTERRA. There was no system, so they created a system, and it is fantastic. Like, using the system is awesome. Like the membership overview, the business overview, the quick guide. Right.
Absolutely.
Yep. And then when I was talking to Renee about this, is like,
that's the business, selling the stuff to sell the stuff.
Yeah, right, for sure. And it's about the oils, but it's not about the oils. It's about helping people out with different things.
Exactly.
So, and I talked to Renee about this too today, like finding your 3 business people. That's what you want to do. So in order to grow in the business, you can get as many customers and friends using the oils as you want, but you're never going to grow in this business unless you get people that are going to build the business with you. So you always have to be thinking about that, okay? So you want to think of those people as like your $1 million real estate on your top line, because they are going to be your builders. They're the ones that are going to grow with you. So really keeping your mind out for 3 people that might want to grow the essential oil business with you. And I know I've talked to Rita about a few people that you've had in mind, and really just putting it out there and saying, I'm going to do this. Would you like to do this? And so where you can talk to them about, would you consider being a partner with me in this? Would you consider I'm going to be growing this business, would you consider being a partner with me? I can show you how the business works. And that's when you do the business overview with them and explain that to them. And I had this conversation with Renee and Rita on this. It kind of went that way with both things. Would you be open to doing this with me? And it worked for both of them. And Beth, you came on, with Judy, but it was a little bit different, a different road for you because you used the oils and kind of got into sharing more. So it doesn't always go this way, but if you're going to be a builder, you need to be thinking about who you want to build with you. It's really, really important. Otherwise, you cannot sustain your business. You need to have builders on your team. You can get so far, but if you don't have people building, it's hard. And that's really the kind of the fun part of the business, I think, is the building aspect. I mean, using is great too. Okay, so let me show you this Edge system because this is really important for all of you. I'm not going to reinvent the wheel. So going to share. And I know, Rita, you watched some of these, right? And Beth's actually gone to the trainings. I've done a training. Mm-hmm. So it's edgesuccess.com. They have the TV, which is great. And they not only have this stuff about the Edge Success, but like they have like an interview with a diamond tier. That was 4 days ago. They have how to get a new builder started and trained. So basically they start with all these videos here, starting with explanation of the 3 doors, how to invite people to a class, how to teach the oil class. So before you do a class, there's how you can do it, things to say, how to follow up and enroll someone, how to get butts and seats, how to invite someone to the membership overview after they get the membership, how to do the membership overview, how to invite someone to the business overview, how to do the business overview, how to commit a builder, how to mentor. And then they have this new quick guide that I'm using with you. And then they just have different videos on here too. Okay, how to get a new builder started and trained. These are all awesome. This is with the system that I'm using within my organization, and that a lot of people in doTERRA are using, and it's duplicatable. Okay, we need to be duplicatable. We don't want to make this difficult. We want people to do the same things that we're doing. So it's duplicatable. You can buy the system, and I'm just going to show you, and I just buy different things. And you don't have to do this at this point, but over time, you're going to want to get something like this. It's $100 for everything. But I use these tear pads. I use now instead of having like the enrollment form and the price sheet, they have this buyer's pack that you give. Membership overview, business overview, quick guide, the price sheet, the kit sheet, the wellness advocate agreement, the names list. But you can get all of those things, and I think I got it was more expensive than that. But it comes with the names list, the tear pad that you need for the class, the buyer's guide, the membership overview, the business overview, the quick guide, some different videos, and so that's $100. So when it seems right in your business, this is not needed. This is a system that I use because they do have all of these things online virtually. That you can just show people virtually, but I think it's good to at least have like one of each of these so you can use it to help guide people. But just a really good, it's worth it for your business. So I think at some point for you, that would be a really good system. doTERRA sends you a system too. When you enroll, you get the live share, and you all got this in your kits. It's just a little bit different. It's not as detailed. It's a live share. It's a live share and build guides, and so those are free and they're part of what you get in doTERRA. So a lot of people use those in their business too. I'm going to show you those really quick. I have them. So when everybody gets their kit, they get their folder, right? Mm-hmm. And then they get the living doTERRA, sharing doTERRA, and the building doTERRA. Okay, this is what doTERRA has, and it's free. This is another thing that people use in their business, and it's a fine way to share with people. It talks to you about how to use the oils, I love this for hosting like your first class, and the build has a little, not as detailed, but some information about the compensation plan and things like that. So everybody gets one of these. So these are okay to refer to too. It's just not as, the living guide talks a little bit about the loyalty rewards order and stuff like that. So these are okay to use too in your business. And that is off of Share Success, and that's another free website. It's a free website. It has a lot of free materials on it. So that's called Share Success. I'll show you that really quick. They do have paid materials too on this one, but I get a lot of things from here too. This is another group of people on doTERRA that created something. I'll just show you this real quick because you can look around. I'm using the Edge system like I said, but they have all the guides on here, and they have their own little library of free materials about living, sharing, building. You can download all these things. They have PowerPoints. They have launching your business. They have all kinds of different guides here. I don't want to overwhelm you with different things, but this is just another place that you can go to. Like, I'll help people, like, how to expand your contacts, affirmation statements, find your why. I use a lot of these things for like more of the coaching aspect. Okay, so that's another really good resource.
Were those downloads free, or was there a price where we couldn't see it?
Those are free downloads. And Edge Success has free downloads too, like on the webpage, you know, but it's just like paying for these materials. They end up being like $1 a piece. And so I give those to people when I meet with them. So you're kind of paying for that aspect of the materials to use with them. And so they're nice. They end up being like $1 a piece, like I said. And so I'd like to have these handy. But all that stuff is downloadable too. So just know that those are kind of the resources that are available. I love the Edge system. I love the videos. They are so good at explaining how to do the business. And then the Share Success is good for just like been kind of a little bit more in-depth kind of questions and forms and different things that you can fill out too, with kind of the coaching and the mentoring. There's a ton of resources out there, but those are the two that I really recommend. Okay, so what I'm going to do in these calls is I'm going to go through like each week, like I'm going to go over like how to do the names list. Then I'm going to go over like how to have a class. Then I'm going to go over how to enroll somebody. And I'm kind of going to go through all those steps that I've kind of laid out here. How to do a membership overview, even though there's the video. And I might say like, here's the event call this week. Watch this video before we do it. And then we'll talk about it and see what questions you have. Okay, so I'm going to be doing in the next, you know, I mean, obviously on Sundays, but I'm going to go through each of those steps, kind of like even those videos, and talk through those with you to help you, you know, in your business. And these are things I need refinement on too. I mean, I have my names list in here. It's not really anything fancy, but it's in a binder. And I have all like, and I just have pieces of paper in here too, but I do have some organized names lists too. So there's different things that we can do to organize our business and do the actions that are going to produce results. Okay, so when you create a names list and then you call the people on those names lists, you're either going to get a yes or a no. Then you need to, then you know, like, I'm going to follow up with them, or I'm not going to follow up with them from now, right? If you do present and have a class, which I'm going to teach you how to do, you're going to have people come to your class. They're going to enroll or they're not going to enroll, right? That's an action that's going to produce a result, helping people. Same thing, you're going to have a membership overview with someone. They're going to set up an LRP or they're not going to set up an LRP, right? So you have to do these actions to get results. And so that's what I want to really show you, is how to do the actions that are going to produce results. Because we can make pretty things and we can talk a lot, but we have to do things that are going to produce the results, so you can get to the goals that you want, and that you can get to the income that you want, and that you can get to the desired, you know, it doesn't come, it's not all about money, but it is about money too, because that's going to help you have the financial freedom to do the things that you do want, that might be your long-term goal. You know, more hours with your family, less hours at your job, more hours doing the community service that you want to do, more hours homeschooling your little kiddo and doing more field trips, you know. So there's so many different ways that financial freedom leads to your overall goals in life and helping people. That makes sense? That's a lot for a Sunday night. Okay, so you three are live on the call, so like 5 minutes left. So what kind of questions do you have from just, this is, like I said, a basic overview from what I said tonight. And like I said, we're going to break those down piece by piece, but just overall questions of anything?
Sure.
Okay.
I'll go first, unless somebody else had their hand up.
Nope.
Okay, so let's say I have a webinar and I talk to someone about signing on. You know, they want to, of course, they want to become a loyalty member. They want to sign up, but they're also interested in the business side. Is there some other type of paperwork they need to fill out besides becoming a loyalty member, or some kind of document, some kind of contract, some kind of confidentiality?
Nope. Once you sign up with doTERRA, you're on the business side. Now, if they haven't given their social security number, that when they sign up, then they'll have to give that at some point after they make $600. So that's the only thing that they might not do, because social security number is not you don't have to do it, but if you're gonna do the business, like they need it. So that's the only, only difference that once they start making a certain amount of income, doTERRA would contact them. I think it's like over $600 or something.
Yeah, it's like $434 for U.S. tax. So it would be an independent contractor, 1099 form sent in what, January, February? When do they usually get them out?
Yeah, I don't know, February-ish. I don't remember when I got mine, but yeah.
Cool.
Oh yeah, but it's the hit. But yeah,
so they're automatically signed up, and when they start making money, that's when it just automatically happens. So the original initial sign up is all that has to happen.
Yep.
Except for their actions will take them where they want to go.
Yeah. Now there is a little caveat. They are going to be changing the membership that they either sign up to be a user or a builder, and that's works. So once that happens, there'll be like some kind of different stuff, a different membership that's in the works. It's not yet, but it's going to happen down the road. And that's just for protection for doTERRA and stuff too. Down the road for people because people that use the oils, they can make claims, but if we're selling the oils, we can't make claims. So they're going to have distinguished the membership. So someone that's just using the oils can go and be like, man, I just use this for my headache and, and my migraine is gone, and it's not going to be a problem. But like if we're connected with the company and making income, we can't be saying those statements. So
FTC does not let that happen.
Yeah. As of now, there's nothing, but there is something coming down the pipelines.
Excellent.
Yep. So as long as they do the $35 membership or one of the kits, they're in.
And the $35, they have to be a member, yeah?
Yeah, the $35 membership and anything that they add on to it, yep, or the kit. That's included in the membership's included in the kit. Yeah, they have to be a member. They just can't go onto your retail page.
Right. Yeah. So the membership is included in that kit.
Yep.
Okay. I know it somehow together.
Yes. Good question. Any others, Rita or Beth?
They can do that all online.
They can do it all, and you have a website now. So you have a back office website. Yeah. So let me share the screen here. I got, let's see, 2 minutes. See how fast I can do this. doTERRA.com. It's like your first and last name. Mm-hmm. There it is. They go on here. They go to join and save. They go join doTERRA. Then they go English. Then they go wholesale membership, and they just fill this out. The next screen is the kit that they want and the credit card, and this is already connected to your page.
Awesome. So if they're interested in the oils, you might as well become a wholesale member. That's how you get them started, and then you can continue to talk to them about how they can actually make an income out of it.
Yep. Yep. Okay. Yep. I came on as a build, like I wanted to build right away. So it kind of went hand in hand, like you are kind of as well, but that doesn't happen with everybody. So yeah.
Right. Understand. What if they were a doTERRA member from somebody else, but that person has disappeared?
Yeah. So that's we can talk about that a little bit later, but if we don't want to be, if that person's not really helping them, they have no one to help them, then we can do that. But we always try to connect them with who they first were connected with, because we want to keep the community.
Absolutely.
But yeah, if they have no one helping them and they haven't got anything from 6 months, or they can go on to your team if they have no one that they're connected with. And so we can talk a little bit about that too. Yep. Fair enough. We try to keep the culture of like, well, who first enrolled you? Do you want to contact them? And then if some people though just get random, like they just signed up randomly off the internet and they don't even have anybody. So then we can get connected through you. Yep.
Cool.
All right, ladies. Well, if you have any questions, post them in the Facebook group. Thanks for being on, and I appreciate it. And I'm looking forward to doing this and helping you guys grow your businesses. It's exciting. This is a great time to be part of doTERRA. So I'm really excited, thankful that you're part of this, and thanks for being open to sharing tonight. So we'll see you again soon. And I'm going to stop the recording right now.